Hello, my friends. Brian King here, your resident ADHD coach, with another installment of A Cup of Focus. I was reminiscing for whatever reason. My ADHD brain just tends to bounce around and remind me of things from my past, pro or con. This one was definitely a big pro. I remember a time when I was working one of my many jobs when I was completing my undergrad in social work. And in this instance, I worked at a hospital where I transported patients in and out of the radiology department for their CAT scans, x-rays, and so forth. So I had to go throughout the hospital in order to get them from their room to bring them to radiology. So in that process, I got to know staff all around the hospital. And some of the most wonderful people to talk to were the chaplains. They were the ones that were most patient, had the time to take, were interested in getting to know you, interested in deeper conversation. And to my surprise, one day I came across in the hallway, I think I was on my way to lunch or something, I came across a woman shorter than me in the traditional saffron robe of the Tibetan Buddhist tradition. And her head was shaved in all the works. So I was compelled to stop her and introduce myself because I was a couple years into my Buddhist journey. So when I saw her, I immediately recognized where she came from, who she was, her tradition, and so forth. And I stopped and talked to her, and I was curious as to what brought her there. And I was so thrilled to hear that she had been hired as a chaplain for people that were either Buddhist or non-denominational. And in my conversation with her, one thing that she shared is that she was just as capable of praying with a patient as anybody else. That even though prayer wasn't part of the Buddhist tradition, it didn't prevent her from holding the space for the patient. And that was so beautiful to hear. What was unfortunate was the mixed response that she got from the rest of the staff, because it's fair to say that her presence was pretty much against the grain as far as what the status quo is for how women are to present themselves. So some staff were vocally, out in the open, judgmental of her, not to her face as far as I know, but were quick to turn their nose up and make mean comments. But fortunately, the other chaplains embraced her. And I suspect they knew that there was something bigger about what they were there for, and that's why they were able to stick together. But here's the lesson that I learned from her that I really want to share with you today. As we were parting on our first conversation, I said, well, wonderful meeting you. I hope we cross paths again, and so on. And she says, yeah, me too. Have a day. And I said, wait a second. Did you say have a day? She says, yes, have a day. And I had never heard that expression before. And I'm used to saying have a nice day, have a good day, so on. So I asked her to explain more what was behind that. And she said, well, life is to be experienced in all of its aspects. Whether it's what you hoped for or what you didn't hope for, there's a lesson, there's a gift, there's a seed, there's something in all of it. And life is meant to be experienced in its entirety. So instead of saying have a good day, which is encouraging you to ignore all of the other lessons, it makes more sense to say have a day, which encourages you to just take it all in, to be very alert, be very aware, see the beauty in all of it, the ups, the downs, the left, the rights, the pain, the pleasure, the happiness, the sadness. Take it all in, learn from it all, let it fill you up. And it was such a simple, but such a profound well-wishing of another person to just have a day. That has stuck with me all these years. And we're talking probably the mid-90s. And this is one of those phrases that just resonated with me throughout the decades. And I wanted to share it with you this morning since it popped in. So I hope this has been helpful for you. feel free to ask me questions or have a conversation below this video about this subject. And if there's anybody that can benefit from this, please let them know about it. And until we talk again, this has been Brian. Thanks for being you.